Yeah, good day, viewers. So, our next topic or chapter in chemistry for today is acid base concept. Look at it now. So, topic is what is acid what base concept. If you look at acid and base, they always work hand in hand. They are like what left and what and right. So, we want to look at the acid and base concept. They are very basic concepts of acid and base in current use. The first concept of acid base, we have Arrhenius. The second one is what boasted Lowry concept. The third one is what Lewis concept. So let us look at the three concepts of what? Of acid base. I said the first concept is what? Are you what? Arrhenius concept. And then we have Broward, boasted, and what? Lowry concept of acid. And the third one, we have Lewis, Lewis concept. So those are the what? Four concepts or theories of acid base in current use. So let's take it one after the other. What was the first one? We have Arrhenius. So the Arrhenius concept or theory, this man defined acid as a substance when dissolved in water and produce hydrogen ion. As when producing dissolved in water, produce what? Hydrogen ion or hydroozonium what? Ion as the only positive ion in what? In water. The Arrhenius said that any substance or compound that dissolve in water and give us what? Hydrogen ion or hydroozonium what? Ion as the only positive ion in solution, the man said that substance is called what? Acid. That's what? Arrhenius. This same Arrhenius is also said what? Base is a substance or a compound that dissolve in water and produce OH what? Minus. At any object or substance or compound that produce what? OH minus when dissolved in water, that substance, the said is a what? Is a base. That is what the Arrhenius what? What? Concept. He said that what? This divine acid, divine acid as a subwhat acid as a substance that produce hydrogen ions in what? In water. The Arrhenius say what? A substance or a compound that produce hydrogen ion in water is called acid. Why? This same man define what? Base as a what? A compound or substance that produce hydrozonium or that produce hydroxy ion, which is what? OH minus in what? In water. According to the Arrhenius concept, any substance that dissolve in water and produce hydrogen ion, that substance is an acid. Base is a substance or a compound that produce what? Hydrozonium ion. When dissolved in water, that compound is also what? A base. Take for example now. For example, for a what? Example. You have HCl is an acid. So when this HCl dissolve in water, it gives us what? H plus Cl minus. Say that this is what is an acid. When dissolved in water, give us what? Hydrogen ion. Arrhenius concept just based on what? On hydrogen ion. Anything that dissolves in water and give us what? Hydrogen ion is called what? Arrhenius what? Acid. Another example of Arrhenius acid, this is acid, Abi. The example of Arrhenius what? This is acid. Example of Arrhenius acid, you can have what? H NO what? NO3. Dissolve in water to give us what? H plus NO what? 3. This is also what? Arrhenius what? Acid. You can also have what? H2SO4. When this is also dissolved in water, we have 2 mole of hydrogen ion plus SO4, 2 minus. This H2SO4 is also Arrhenius what? Acid. So you can now say that what? All these, they are what? Arrhenius what? Arrhenius acid. Because when they dissolve in water, they give us what? Hydrogen ion. But look at this. Example 2. If we have what? So the second one, if we have sodium hydroxide, when this dissolve in water, it gives us what? Sodium A plus OH minus. And Arrhenius said what? A base as a substance or compound that produce hydroxy what? Ion. OH minus in what? In water. So when this sodium iodide dissolve in water, it gives us what? Sodium plus and OH minus. Likewise, if we have what? Magnesium oxide, it will give us what? Mg2 plus OH what? Minus. And we can also have what? Aluminium oxide. Sorry. 3 to give us what? Al plus 3 plus, here we have 2 molar. 3 more of what? OH what? Minus. We can now see that what? This sodium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, aluminium hydroxide, they are all what? Base. Because when they dissolve in water, they give us what? Hydroxyl what? Ion. And all this, they are called what? Arrhenius what? Base. This is Arrhenius base. So it's also called what? Arrhenius what? Base. This one is also called what? Arrhenius what? Base. So Arrhenius base is a what? Any base that is contains OH. Arrhenius acid is any acid that is contains what? OH. So therefore, these 3 examples are what? Arrhenius what? Base. Example of Arrhenius what? Base. But if you look at what? This Arrhenius concept, there are some limitation to what? To it. It's not all acid that have what? Hydrogen ion. And again, it's not all base that have what? OH what? OH ion. If you look at what? These 2 compounds, Na3 ammonia, this ammonia is a what? Is a base, but it does not possess OH minus. So is the one of the limitation of what? Arrhenius of Arrhenius concept. Look at calcium oxide. It's also a what? A base, and does not have what? OH. Is one of the limitation of what? Arrhenius concept. And look at what? BF3, boron fluoride. This BF3 is an acid, but there's no what? Hydrogen ion what? In it. So it's also show the limitation of what? Arrhenius what? Concept. And the second limitation of Arrhenius concept is the Arrhenius concept is always based on what? On water alone. So in the absence of what? Of water, we are unable to identify acid and what? And base. Because it's the only water that Arrhenius said that what? If you put acid inside the water, it will give us what? Positive ion. Base will give us what? Negative what? Ions. According to the what? Arrhenius. So in the absence of water, you cannot identify acid and what? And base. So it's not applicable to the what? To the all solvent. So we have limitation of what? Arrhenius. Abi? What? Limitation of what? Arrhenius what? Concept. What is the first limitation of Arrhenius concept? So the first limitation of Arrhenius concept is Number one is limited to water only. Without water, we cannot what? Identify acid and what? And base, according to the Arrhenius. Said, where we dissolve base in water, you add OH minus. Dissolve acid in water, you give us what? Hydrogen plus. So it's limited to what? To water only. And the second one is what? We have some what? Some base which does not contain OH minus. It's not all base that contains what? OH minus, such as what? Calcium oxide, NH what? Na3. So those are the what? The two limitations of Arrhenius what? Concept of what? Of acid. So the next concept now is what? Bronsted.